Folks at home, welcome back. 2018 Classic. We're here in the expo, talking with everybody, watching the numbers fly, watching the fish get caught. The things are moving around. We're all pulling for Ike. Maybe he can get on some of them big largemouth today in the clouds and make his move. We sure hope he does. And if not, we're going to see him right here at the expo tomorrow. But we're talking with everybody who's making things happen in the industry. And right now we've got one of those. We've got a company called OtterBox. A lot of you guys use them for your cell phone and other things. And we've got Kristen Taddy here with us from OtterBox. Thanks for being here with us, Kristen. Is this the first Classic that you've been at?
This is my very first Classic, first time in South Carolina, so it's quite the experience. Loving it so far. This is a great crowd.
Where are you from?
Colorado. OtterBox
wow.
is based in Fort Collins, Colorado, so
okay.
A little bit of high country there, but
there's a few bass that live in Colorado.
There are a few, yeah. They're kind of ornery out there.
They are.
Yeah.
They're mostly trout chasers out there.
That's true.
In that state.
That is true.
But we love them still. They're fish heads like us.
Thanks for having me anyway.
Yeah. Well, we got to introduce you to, it's a great introduction to the world of bass fishing being here at the Classic. I mean, could you imagine there's this much craziness going around the sport of bass fishing?
I'm amazed. I mean, just walking around, seeing how crowded it is, seeing how passionate the fans are here. It's been like an experience like no other so far.
Have you developed a favorite?
A favorite?
Yeah.
Ooh, well, I mean, we're rooting for Ike, obviously.
Well,
obviously.
Well, that's a good choice. And we sure hope he's doing well. He had kind of an average day for him yesterday. I know he wasn't too happy with that. He's used to being at the top of the leaderboard.
You know, it's St. Patrick's Day. You got the luck of the Irish in the air.
Yeah.
Feeling like this is going to be it. This is going to be his day.
This is going to be his move. But OtterBox was started in Colorado.
Yeah.
How did it get started?
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people don't know. We've actually been around for 20 years. And 20 years ago, there weren't anything such as smartphones. There weren't iPhones. There weren't even Blackberries back then. So what we
were building real boxes for otters?
We were, close. They were a little small, maybe for a baby otter. We were making boxes, though. We were making dry boxes. So really something for the fishing industry. Our founder is a sportsman. He loves fishing. He's a tool maker and manufacturer by trade.
Okay.
And so he was running contract manufacturing and got sick of making product for other people. And decided he wanted to make his own thing, and he was going to make something he was passionate about. So the dry box came about, something that he could manufacture, got a great following, and that actually evolved into the smartphone cases. So you have a dry box. People were using, if you remember, do you remember what PDAs are?
Yeah.
Yeah, the, like HP iPack, all that old school stuff. They were using them in there, but they had to open them up to use the PDA. So he built an integrated screen, patented that, and then that evolved into the smartphone cases. So that's kind of how we got where we are now, but we've got that smartphone thing on lockdown. We're the #1 selling smartphone case.
Is that true?
Yep, here in the US. Yeah. We're a global company with that business now, but we wanted to get back to our roots. We're in Colorado, we're outdoorsy people. Kurt, our founder, still owns the company. He's still an outdoorsy guy. And so we looked at it, we're like, what are we going to do with this brand? Where are we going? And that's what brings us here now, because we just launched a line of coolers.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we're going to talk about the coolers in just a little bit. I can't tell you how many phones I've buried in the lake, left them out in the rain, got ruined. I mean, it was such an amazing development to come out with a smartphone case that has saved us all thousands and thousands of dollars.
That's what we like to hear. It's a major investment. Those phones aren't cheap, and an OtterBox case, $50 might seem like a lot when you're already buying a couple $100 phone, but it's going to be a good investment in the end.
Well, absolutely, saving all your contacts. I've lost everything so many times, but
it's all the fish pictures that you lost.
Yes.
Then you just had to tell people how big the fish was.
And they know I'm lying, so I've got to have the proof, but. It's great. It's a great concept. You're going into different product lines now, so you got some really, really great stuff. I'm looking at it right over here to the side of the table. Tell us about what you brought here to the Classic.
Yeah, absolutely. So we brought our new cooler line. So we launched hard coolers actually last year. Okay. And so it's our Venture cooler line, and it really kind of takes some of the design cues and the manufacturing cues from the original dry box. I mean, it's a bigger, fancier, cooler box.
Right.
So we actually use the same manufacturing process. It's called injection molding. It's super rugged, super
Brian's
strong.
Panning over to it
Yeah,
right
so
now.
just what you'd expect out of OtterBox. This thing's going to hold up to some use and abuse. This one here's our 65 quart, and I don't know if you guys can see, but it's actually on wheels. That's an accessory that you can clip on. A full cooler like that might be a little bit heavy.
Absolutely. All the beer Brian puts in it, you're not going to be able to carry that.
You could put a lot of beer in there. Hey, the good news, though, if you fill that up with beer, it's going to be the lightest first thing in the day. It's just going to get lighter all day. We also just launched this line of soft coolers. So that was this year. Kind of taking some of the same design cues. You can actually add accessories to the front of that cooler. And what we've done here is actually removed the dreaded zipper. Nobody really likes messing with those zipper coolers, or they're kind of hard to open, and then they grab your arm and rip your skin off. So we've got the soft cooler line. This one in particular is pretty great because it's got a backpack carry. So you could actually put 51 beers in this sucker. It is a big cooler, but that's going to be pretty heavy. I'll just give you guys a look. It's deep. So we did backpack straps on the back so that you can just take that, grab it, and go.
Excellent.
And then it just clips right closed.
Well, 51 beers.
51.
BTC. 51. Step number one, Brian, go get 51 beers.
Yep.
For us.
6-pack costs $20 here. That's going to be expensive.
Welcome to the expo.
Right? Yeah, we might have some beers for you guys. We might be able to figure that out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, yep. We're from Colorado, so it has to be Coors Light.
All right.
Rocky Mountain spring water.
I think that's how we all got started with the Coors Light. But these are great products, and of course the OtterBox for your phone, and all these are on display right here at the Classic. Folks can come check it out.
Absolutely. And, we're actually doing a 30% discount for the show. These haven't been discounted at all, so it's the first time we're really doing a heavy discount. But we wanted to come in and make a big splash with the folks here. And
excellent.
So 30% off here at the show, and more to come from OtterBox in this arena. You'll be seeing a lot more from us in this outdoor realm. I'm just going to kind of leave that out there. Hopefully later this summer we'll have some new big product announcements that you guys are really going to like.
Excellent. Well, that's great that you guys are getting into this, and we look forward to seeing the OtterBox bass fishing team. At some point in the near future.
I feel like maybe I might be able to compete in that.
You could be the captain.
I'm there. Yeah, I'm gonna go catch those mountain bass. See if I can wrestle them in.
Well, it's it's great having companies like yours. You're tailor fit for the bass fishing industry.
Thanks. Yeah, we appreciate you guys having us again. And hey, if I'm going to be the captain of the team, I have to ask you a really important question. I've heard a lot about your knots.
Well, my knot is famous.
The infamous knot.
I may have the most famous knot in the sport of bass fishing.
That's what I've heard.
I'm embarrassed that you've heard that. But,
it's all over the place. This might be my first year, but I've got my ears open. Everyone's talking about it all over the show. I
appreciate you bringing up that live here on the air on the Ike Live show, but there's no better place to go with it now. But now that the dean has been rattled again talking about his knot, I appreciate you, Kristen. Coming and visiting with us here on Ike Live.
Yeah. We'll have to have you guys out to Colorado sometime soon.
Am I blushing?
Maybe a little bit. A little bit.
That
was my goal.
Yeah.
Figure out how to make you blush.
Well, congratulations.
Mission accomplished.
Well, thanks for being with us. Best of luck here at the show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And your future bass fishing team. We've got a lot more stuff coming. Anybody that's, hey, what about social media? Is there a place that they can follow what's going on at OtterBox and the outdoor group?
Yeah.
How do they do that?
If you're on Facebook, just search OtterBox. We're there. Instagram at OtterBox. And if you want to tag us in your photos, if you got some of these coolers, or check us out there because we'll be doing some cooler giveaways as well. You can follow us there.
Excellent. Check it out, guys. If you're here at the Classic, come by and see them. They got a great deal going on. And BTC, we're going to be back with more. Live from the Classic floor in just a few minutes for Ike Live. I'm Pete Gluzek with the awesome knot, the Dean of the Bass University. We'll be right back.